O Show. This is the Big 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 O Show.
There's just one place to celebrate a happy new model year. Acura of Pembroke Pines. Drive away in a new ZDX. Only $459 a month at Acura of Pembroke Pines, the #1 volume Acura dealer.
When presenting an award to an employee, athlete, executive, or fantasy GM, make sure you call Orvieto's Awards and More. For 35 years, these custom award specialists have been providing plaques, trophies, custom framing, while providing state-of-the-art laser and computerized engraving, UV printing, and glass crystal etching. They do all their engraving and printing in-house for quality control. Call Charles at 305-949-8098 or visit them at orvietosawards.com. Orvieto's Awards and More, where recognition is rewarding.
When it comes to your smile, confidence is so important. At Moody S Dental, they provide the services to get your smile back. This family-run practice prides itself by offering the latest technology to give your family the best experience possible. Moody S Dental has been in business for over 30 years with offices in Hialeah and Plantation. They accept most major dental insurances. They provide free new patient exams, 20% off select treatments. To qualify, please follow us on Instagram at moodys.dental. Moody S Dental has been in business for over 30 years. To schedule an appointment in Hialeah, call 305-821-0231 and Plantation 954-692-6825. From Invisaligns, dental implants, same-day crowns, and the preventative care and preservation to get your smile back. Go to moodysdental.com to find out more and tell them Big O sent you.
There's just one place to celebrate a happy new model year. Acura of Pembroke Pines. Take $10,000 off a 2025 MDX at Acura of Pembroke Pines, the #1 volume Acura dealer.
For over 16 years, EJDconstruction.com has provided South Florida residents quality craftsmanship, accurate project management, and exceptional service. That's why EJDconstruction.com is an A-rated member of Angie's List and the Better Business Bureau. When you're looking for the right custom home builder for additions or home remodeling, please call my friend Eric at 305-433-4843. That's 305-433-4843 for EJDconstruction.com.
It starts every morning before the sun comes up. Projects are laid out. Plans are made. Equipment is fueled and loaded with inventory to handle all service requests. Orders are given to an army of skilled landscape maintenance professionals, certified arbor trimmers, irrigation technicians, and licensed pest management experts who fan out to communities and businesses all over South Florida. Experienced, on time, and dependable. Our staff is fully trained, licensed, and insured. Contact us by phone, email, social media, or through our website to answer all your landscape questions. We are Cutter's Edge. Total Landscape Solutions.
The Sultan's choice for excitement and a caravan of savings awaits at Toyota of Hollywood. Your wish for savings has been granted with discounts of up to $4,500. Take a magic carpet ride in a Toyota Corolla, not $24,000, $19,988. Step into our grand bazaar where you'll find epic savings at the #1 volume Toyota dealer, Toyota of Hollywood, on 441 between Hollywood Boulevard and Sheridan Street. Open till midnight.
After 40 years, the Big Cheese Miami is still producing great Italian food. They started in 1984. Since then, they've been winning awards while being voted the best inexpensive Italian restaurant in Miami. Visit them for great food, amazing service. Witness the decades of Cane's memories. The walls are like a Miami Hurricanes Hall of Fame. The Big Cheese delivers anything on its menu or party platter menu to your home, office, or even a park for a picnic. Located at 8080 Southwest 67th Avenue, Miami. Call 305-662-6855. TheBigCheeseMiami.com, where they serve large portions at family prices.
Oh, Sam, not again.
Initiating Daddy's back.
Go!
Set the rhythm of your smart home with Sloman Shield Blink, the new integrated smart home platform that automates your life just the way you want it. Sloman Shield Blink. Be the maestro of your own home.
If you're looking to take your home or business to the next level, then RM Contractors can assist you. RM specializes in new residential turnkey, new commercial turnkey, home and office remodeling. Call them for free estimates. Serving all of South Florida, licensed and insured. Call Ray, 305-345-3649. You work hard to create the perfect atmosphere. You dream it, we'll build it. RM Contractors, 305-345-3649. Or Instagram at RMC Fisher Island.
Before you buy or lease a Honda, Volkswagen, Hyundai, or any other model, compare Subaru, rated #1 in safety at Subaru of Pembroke Pines. Buy with 0.9% financing, 0 down. Forester with symmetrical all-wheel drive, $259 a month. Crosstrek with symmetrical all-wheel drive, $239 a month. During the Subaru A Lot to Love event at Subaru of Pembroke Pines, South Florida's #1 volume Subaru retailer.
Welcome to Caneswear. New store, new items, same great experience. Family owned and operated since 2010, Caneswear has the latest merchandise from the Miami Hurricanes, Miami Dolphins, Florida Panthers, Inter Miami CF, and more. Come visit us at our store in Davie on University Drive, just south of 595, or online at caneswear.com. Caneswear, the spot Miami fans shop.
Hi, this is Jeff Welt from Welton Rayom. Dan and I have been in business together for over 22 years. We're not your typical lawyers. When Dan's not working in the office, he's flying his stunt plane. When I'm not in the office, I'm either getting tattooed, bowling, riding a motorcycle, or going to concerts. We might not be your typical attorneys, but we are aggressive attorneys, and we'll do whatever it takes to get you what you deserve. Consultations are always free. Call us anytime, 24/7.
Welton Rayom can help.
There's just one place to celebrate a happy new model year. Acura of Pembroke Pines. Drive away in a new ADX. Only $299 a month at Acura of Pembroke Pines, the #1 volume Acura dealer.
The viewpoint statements or beliefs expressed on the following program by the host, guests, or callers are not necessarily the opinions of FantasyAccess.com, Media Group Inc. ownership, management, sponsors, or website.
All right. Good morning, one and all. Yes, I know we are starting an hour late. That's because we told you it'd be a really short show today. We're on 3 times today. So, we got to pace ourselves. No hurry, all that. So we'll hang out here with you for a little bit and have some fun, talk about, in general, everything going on in sports. Then later on this afternoon, Sean and I will I'll be back for the pregame, and then Sean will join me for the postgame show. So we are back. James says new intro. No, James, you just haven't been tuning in for a while. That's all. But we did redo it. It is, it's an old intro. It's the original intro, but we actually had a new artist sing it. Because this is the one I had in QAM for many years, and I had it at 640 Sports, but I could not get it recorded by the original artist, so I then had to rewrite the lyrics because it's a platform now. I have the 2 recordings as is 560, and then at 640. I'm at neither one of those places. We are on our own. So I had to rewrite the lyrics, and I'm a great lyricist, as that, everybody knows that. I'm in the Lyrics Hall of Fame and everything. And so I rewrote the lyrics, and then Mason was outstanding in recording it for us. And so there it is. So really, it's the original theme song that was brought back, and that's it. That's kind of what it is. There you go. So it's all good in the hood, as they say. And good morning to one and all out there. Hope you all are doing well. Yeah, honey and limon today. Yeah, probably. Well, that's why I'm only doing, a short show today. And, the pregame is not like it's been for the first 5 years where I would do 2 hours. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm only doing 1 hour in pregame. You know what I mean? And then we're doing our regular postgame like we've always done. That will stay the same. You know what I mean? And then we're back tomorrow morning, but we're on at 11 tomorrow. We are not going to go on at 10 because, again, a late night. Relax. That's the beauty of running this on your own. We can do whatever we want and tweak the schedule to our liking, which is good. And thank you for adjusting. And we appreciate that. And, of course, folks, don't forget to smash the hell out of the like button. That is very important. If you can smash the like button there, get the algorithms going. Also, you can make a donation to the show, Cash App or Venmo at Cash Big O Show. That is Cash Big O Show, Cash App or Venmo. Bitcoin's actually at a sweet-ass dip right now in 108. So that is actually very, very cool. We like that. We got the Dolphins today. Ravens back up favored by 7.5. It was at 8 yesterday for a short time. Went back to 7.5, which was the original number. The over and under is up to 51. The Ravens are still minus 450 on the money line, and the Dolphins are still plus 350 on the money line. So that really hasn't changed, since yesterday. That is all status quo overall. All right. By the way, went to the dermatologist yesterday.
Do you guys visit the dermatologist and ladies out there every year? Me and the wife go every year, and had a bunch of stuff like, a couple of things zapped on my head, and little things that you remember when you had that teacher that she had like growth and shit coming out of her face and all those little things. You can you can nip those things in the bud nowadays, early on. Plus, you always want to check for skin cancer or anything like that. So I encourage all of you out there, by the way, all right, go see your dermatologist and go get your body checked out head to toe to make sure you got nothing going on. You never want to let anything go. You know what I'm saying? You always want a pro checking yourself out. And everything was kosher, so that was good yesterday. I like that. That was good. But I want to encourage you all to get your skin checked out every year, man. Every year, dude. Okay, so that way you can get even stuff. Or I remember I had like 3 years ago, I went and I had something in the back that was like a little precancerous, and they do the biopsy and everything kosher and good, bam, gone. But that's the kind of stuff that if you just let it go, you just never know. So let's be on top of that. And so since I went yesterday, I wanted to make sure that I'm not embarrassed to mention what I go through, because I would hope that it's the same thing that everybody else goes through, or just in case, like the colonoscopy that I inspired some of you to go, which was really cool. Same thing here, man. Go get your skin checked out every single year, man. Every single year, head to toe. Make sure you do that. It's very, very responsible, and it gives you a fighting chance to catch anything way ahead of time, which is very important. You don't want any of that stuff growing on you for years at a time, and then it becomes a problem. You know what I'm saying? So be careful out there, folks. Take care of yourselves. All right. All right. What else do we have going on? Let me see what we got here on the chat board. I see Jeff in Long Island out there. NorCal wants a 32-24 win, and is he high? We'll find out. I mean, you're probably high. That has really nothing to do with it. You're probably high because you're probably high now and later on tonight and all that. That has nothing to do with it. But will we see the same Dolphins team? They can beat this Ravens team. Isn't anything special. So it's just up to you to go out there and get it done. It's not like they were playing well with Lamar Jackson. Okay? They were losing, and their defense isn't that good. The question is, can McDaniel coach the same way he coached 4 days ago? Jay Gelfin in the house. Jamie Zoria, think Blue Dodgers. Probably not in a good mood right now. Cosa Nostra. One-Eyed Jack. Eddie Erada. Let's see. Finns will lose and the Heat will win, and we'll have a great day, everyone. All right. Sweet Baby Ray. Heat are underdog parlays. Anyone? Oh, Finns Heat underdog parlays. Anyone? Yeah, the Heat are playing Wemby and the Spurs. Best matchup for them so far this season. We'll find out, right? We'll start to, as time goes on, we'll find out if all of this stuff is real. It's a lot of fun, but we'll find out if it's real. What else? James is in with Dolphin Dave and Gus 1388 and Michael Garber. Says Michael from Vermont. Get two in the offense to the line with 15 seconds, and we're winning the game. Check the Atlanta tapes, get the plays in. Well, yeah, that would help if you get the plays in on time. It gives the quarterback time to assess everything. Yes, we know that. But, we've had a terrible coach here for a long time. What he did the other day, he never does. He never acts like a real head coach. He acted like a real head coach on Sunday for the first time. It took him 4 years. That's why I don't have time for this guy. What else do we have? Ty in the Bronx, Steven Gonzalez. The Square Circle Digest has the best intro. Sean plays it one time for everyone. That's it. I agree. Robert T. Brian Radke. I'm another hopium drinking fan this morning. I think if we get the team from Sunday, we got a damn good chance to win today. The question that you all can't answer and I can't answer is, can they actually do what they did on Sunday again on Thursday night? That's really the question. Can you play like this on offense? Can you play like this on defense? If you can do that, can you coach like that on the sidelines? Then you got a chance. For sure. Especially that you're not playing a great team. It's more hype than anything else. It's people more hyping it up than anything. You're not playing a great team. Let's see. Skylar says, what are the odds Weaver knows how to stop Lamar since he was with the Ravens for so long? Skylar, he can know how to do it. Can they execute it? You know what I'm saying? I bet he knows how to do it. The problem is everybody, can they execute it? Do they have enough talent to go out there? They gotta stop two runners now. This one becomes a little harder than Bijou last week. You've got to stop two guys. One runs right through you, and the other guy's the most elusive dude that has ever had a football in his hand at quarterback. So you've got to find a way to stop them both from running. Once you do that and make Lamar one-dimensional, game's over. Game's over. He's not going to live behind the line of scrimmage because that's not who he is. It's just not his style. So that's his weakness. That's his kryptonite. But it's stopping those two, man. Jesus, that's the Weaver can know, but does he have the talent? Does he have the players to execute the game plan that he needs? Okay. And they're not a very good team, as you can see, their record overall, with Lamar or without Lamar. So you can stop these guys. And Derrick Henry hasn't been the Derrick Henry, because he's fumbled and stuff. So we'll see. We'll see. It's really up to that defense. If they can play that swarming defense, if they can thump these guys a few times, send the message, would be nice. Jordan sent the message right from the beginning of that game, and it flowed all the way through. That's why we picked Brooks to be our Moody Dental MVP of that game, because that's his tone setting of a player and a play that I've seen for the Miami Dolphins in a long, long time. And that was really, really cool. I mean, I had a lot of fun on Sunday. Jesus Christ, dude. Man, it's been such a shitty year to watch the Dolphins, and to come up with that performance. Wow. And again, please stop with the whole drafting and all that. Oh, they should lose and all. They're professionals. They're going to try to win. I have no control whether they win or lose. There's lots of games I wish they would have won, and they didn't. So I have no control, neither do you. So stop with any of that. Oh, it doesn't matter if they win. It doesn't help us. Not. What am I going to do? But I am a fan. So I do want to see them win. So if you're going to play hard and you're going to play smart, well, then win the stupid game then at least. So let's get it done. And I love what I saw on Sunday. So there you go. Man, that was a lot of commercials to start. So do you think, Jay, some of you know where this is going already. Do you think Jay in the 727 brings any goddamn thing to this show at all? Usually the idiot that complains brings nothing. Like all those businesses keep us alive. I don't see Jay making any donations or anything. It's always the asshole that complains that brings nothing to the table. Here's a guy that I've never even seen his name in the thing. And it's the beauty about that, Sean, is that we will never see that name ever again. So, Jay in the 727, you can no longer chat here. So, you can get the fuck out of here, my brother. Okay? And if you ever want to chat again, you're going to have to get another email for being an idiot. Okay? We make a living here. This is a profession. We're professionals. We're not slapdicks sitting in our basements with pens in our pockets. Got it? We get paid to do this. And those are amazing sponsors, like you see there with the Big Cheese that have been around for 40 years. So there you go, Jay. That's why those commercials are there. Because we don't really run commercials during the show. It's just to kind of prep and start. But an idiot like you that brings nothing to the table and just complains. I always have fun with you idiots. And I block. Jay, you're not the first, by the way. You might be new. You might not be new. Not exactly sure. I really don't care. But because you're stupid and I hate stupidity, we got rid of your dumb ass. So there you go. But at least you have an explanation. By the way, let's get to our 3A Graphics sports calendar. Great sponsor, by the way, Jay. If you need custom printing and embroidery, but Jay, you probably couldn't print your name. Anyway, 786-618-1443 if your company, corporation needs custom printing and embroidery. Tonight, the Miami Heat taking on the San Antonio Spurs on the road. Spurs favored by 5.5. The over and under is 229. Heat plus 180 on the money line. San Antonio minus 230. Dolphins hosting the Ravens. Ravens favored by 7.5. Dolphins over and under is 51, by the way. Dolphins plus 350 on the money line. The Ravens are minus 450. Saturday, Panthers are back in action. They will host the Stars at Amerant Bank Arena at 6 o'clock. Brad Marchand will not be there. It is a story that we will get into, but he is an incredible person. And the Panthers are an incredible organization. Also on Saturday, Game 2 of the MLS playoffs first round. Miami is leading 1-0. They will visit Nashville. See if they can either win the series, eliminate Nashville, or does Nashville push it to Game 3. Also Saturday, Beyond Bankcard Field will be there. Broadcasting live from 4:30 to 6:30. We'll have a Canes post-game show there at the same time. Plus, we'll preview Fort Lauderdale taking on Brooklyn FC. Later on in the show, Ella Simpson will be joining us, by the way, the defender. So we'll have some fun. But Saturday at Beyond Bankcard Field, join us. They've got a toy drive going on. Bring a new unwrapped toy to the event. Come on out Saturday at 7:30. Blue Jays last night, man, they took a 3-2 lead on the Dodgers in the World Series with a 6-1 win. Vladdy Daddy with a solo shot. They opened it up with back-to-back home runs. And Savage, by the way, the rookie, dude, 7 innings, 3 hits, an earned run, 12 Ks. Is he a rookie? Wow, that's crazy. Anyway, Game 6, Friday, Fox. All right, Yamamoto and Gausman will be on the mound. All right, there you go. That is your 3A Graphics sports calendar. Corso, thank you for the love on the super chat. He says, someone said my name, stupid. I'm here. Yes. Glad there was a lot of commercials. I didn't miss a damn thing. There you go. It's kind of, the idea is to kind of get it going and get everybody on board and all that good stuff. So there you go. Anyway, Big O, who do you think is better as a player? Lamar? Oh, God, Lamar is not better than Josh Allen. No. Josh Allen is a better passer. Josh Allen is the first guy that proved me wrong in my theory because I had never seen it before. I had never seen somebody be completely erratic, all of a sudden become, accurate. There'll be some balls that'll sail on him, so he's not going to ever be pinpoint perfect all the time, but he has a clutchness to him when it comes to throwing the ball in key moments that he does. So I got to give Josh Allen a nod over Lamar Jackson. By the way, Lamar Jackson misses a lot more games Also, not only is Josh better than Lamar, but he also plays more games. Lamar misses a lot of games, dude. Yeah, so I would go with Josh Allen for sure. And again, he proved me wrong. I never even thought he would ever even come close to this. What I saw when I was at the Senior Bowl when he was coming out, I haven't gone the last couple of years because I stopped going after 21, 22 years. I stopped going. I haven't gone the last couple of years. I don't think I'm going to go back to the Senior Bowl anymore. I don't think I'm going to do those things anymore. I don't think I have to anymore. Don't want to. But anyway, I remember seeing him, and it was horrible that week. I mean, he was all over the place. He was spraying it everywhere, and I was like, wow, this guy's terrible. And why the Bills would trade up and all that was insane. And then they have fine-tuned it, and he has been able to become a passer that I never, ever, 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 ever thought he would be. Ever, dude. Ever. Never. I couldn't be more wrong about Josh Allen. So, yeah, that one I didn't see coming because I've never seen anybody like that. Usually when you're erratic, you stay erratic forever. And he played at a low level at Wyoming in that conference, and he had a shit completion percentage. So you didn't play any defenses or anything, but he also didn't have great talent around him. But he was still raw, and he was still raw in Buffalo, and he still grew up in the process. So I got immense respect for Josh Allen, that the way he's able to live more in the pocket than Lamar does. What else do we have going on? Scream 7 trailer dropped. Looks dope. Haven't seen it. True Fin fan people can always go to their local AM sports radio and enjoy commercials every 10 minutes for 15 minutes. I know, right? Isn't it? Like, yeah, right. The dumbass complains like, I run for 2 straight hours every day. Today won't be 2 straight hours, but every day those are the only commercials that run, and the rest of the show is all talk. You know what I mean? So what can I tell you? But, it is, like I told you, that's one of those idiots that pops in, probably never been part of the show, doesn't understand anything, and then just, drops a stupid, ignorant comment and doesn't understand it. And so, you got to call people out like that. And that way, put them in their place. So it is what it is. What can I tell you? What else do we have going on? By the way, today is Thursday, October 30th, 2025. Today is day number 18,916 since the Miami Dolphins were world champions. This is day number 8,700 since the Canes lifted the national title. And today is day number 129 that Bitcoin is over $100,000, which is always a beautiful thing. Don't forget to smash the hell out of the like button. By the way, Bitcoin at 107.8 right now. So a nice little dip, as they say, in the process. Oh, let's see what we got here. Come, I'm not seeing this. Oh, here we go. Brian Radke, thank you for the love on Cash App, sir. Appreciate you. Thank you. Cash App or Venmo at Cash Big O Show. That is Cash Big O Show. Cash App or Venmo, just like Brian did. And you can make a Bitcoin, Ethereum, Chainlink, or Solana donation too. Thank you very much, Brian. Thank you. What else? Jeff in Long Island. I like Leroy. I'm not a fan of Tobin. Oh, those guys are good dudes, bro. Leroy and Tobin are really good dudes. They're good dudes. Now, I will say, as much as I like Tobin, he gets into all those crazy things that are, none of it really ever happens. He likes to get into all the hypotheticals and that the Heat are going to get every, whale and all that. He plays the fan role thing. And that's cool for him, and it works well for him and all that. It's harmless. But, yeah, that's the only thing that I don't entertain is, all the crazy stories that they want to tie themselves, and he thinks the Heat are going to get every player and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, that shtick, because that's what that is. Yeah, that part is not my cup of tea, but they're good dudes, man, and they talk sports at least, and it looks and what's it called? The producers are also good people. It's a nice little vibe for them, man. They have fun. They have fun. That's it is what it is. It's people play a role on radio sometimes. You know what I mean? And that's what that show is. It's a shtick where Leroy plays the straight man and Tobin is, the screw up and, talking about goofy crap and, oh, they're going to land this one and they're going to land that one. And, you're going to make crazy trades and all that kind of stuff. And so it's fun and harmless, dude. That's the beauty of it. It's fun and harmless. That's all it is. It's just one of those deals. But yeah, it's, again, you can choose to do things however you want. It's a business that is made in many different ways. You know what I mean? And whatever style you like, you can gravitate to it. That's all. It is what it is. But those guys are good dudes, man. Good dudes. What else do we have going on in the world of sports? By the way, the Brad Marchand story. I'm gonna try to be as general as possible about this because it's a story that kind of breaks me up inside because Brad Marchand's really close friend, his daughter passed away of cancer, a 10-year-old daughter. This word cancer is so disgusting that we can't solve it, and it costs so many their lives, and loses a 10-year-old girl. And so he goes to obviously go support him, and he's coaching his U18 team and, donations, everything. It just amazing organization with the Panthers, understanding, amazing person in Brad Marchand, obviously standing by his friend who's going through an unimaginable thing. Who the hell wants to see a parent have to bury their child? That's just not right. In no way, shape, or form is a child not supposed to outlive us. You know what I'm saying? And so just unacceptable, to be quite honest, but to see what Brad is doing, he's obviously taking some time away from the Panthers, and the Panthers are obviously all right with it because I'm glad they're kind of like what we are on this show, right, Sean? Family first, bro. Family first. The rest is bullshit. The rest we can fix, we can correct, we can do whatever, but the family, it's only one, And there's only certain moments that you're only going to experience once too with family. So the show will go on. We'll have a next show the next day, and all that kind of stuff. And the game will go on for Brad, but his friend needs him now. His family needs him now. And just to see that whole story, just wow, man. Amazing stuff. It really gets to you. You know what I mean? I kind of had to go over it myself several times so I can almost kind of stay composed while I'm telling you about it, because as a father, it's something that eats you up inside. It's anybody that's a parent hears that story and that cripples them right away emotionally, to hear that kind of stuff. All right. What else do we have? Kevin says, yeah, I got to give it to Josh Allen. He cut back on fumbling and interceptions big time. He had over 20 turnovers in 2023. In 2024, he had 6. And this year, he's only had 5 total. No, it's just, and he does a lot for the offense. He has to handle the ball in every way possible, not just throwing, but running the ball and all that kind of stuff. So, Kevin, I never saw this coming, dude. Never saw this coming. The guy that I saw at the Senior Bowl, the guy I saw the first couple of years in the NFL, I never thought he would be this guy. Never. Never, 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 never. Never, 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 never. So that he proved me wrong in a big time way. David says, I see the Finns return to form and a Ravens return to form accordingly. Ravens 35, Miami 17. That's the return to form he's talking about. Juan Rosa, is it just a normal around here? Is it okay, man, if somehow still listening? Miami, blessings to you. All right, Juan Rosa. As a person who's lost 2 siblings, I know what it does to parents who lose a child. I pray that God gives anyone who's gone through that the strength, even though it's impossible. Prayers. Yeah, I wow. How you continue after that, you're permanently damaged. Whether you want to admit it or not, you're going to be permanently damaged. Yeah, it's just, I don't even want to think about it, dude. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to think about it. That's scary. No parent should ever experience that. None whatsoever. You know what? Let me do music early here. Let's get a little music here, lighten it up a little bit here overall. Come on. Let's start off with musicians born on this date, on the 30th, the day before Halloween. Canadian rapper Snow, Darren O'Brien. Remember the Informer? Anyway, born in 1969 on this date. Let's see. Gavin Rossdale from Bush, born in 1967. Jerry DeBorg from Jesus Jones, guitarist, born in 63. Let's see who else. David Green, bassist with Air Supply, born in 49. Timothy B. Schmidt, bassist and singer with the Eagles, and also, of course, with Poco, which is always a very interesting thing because Timothy replaced the former bassist of the Eagles, who was also from Poco. So they recruited initially the first bassist from Poco, and then when they kicked him out of the band, then they hired Timothy B. Schmidt. And by the way, he sings my favorite. It's funny, it's not Glenn Frey or Don Henley, but it's Timothy B. Schmidt with I Can't Tell You Why. That's my favorite Eagles song, and it's sung by Timothy B. Schmidt. Anyway, what else do we have? Welsh drummer Chris Slade, who worked with AC/DC and Manfred Mann, born in 46. Grace Slick from Jefferson Airplane, Jefferson Starship, and Starship, born in 1939. Now, let's go with famous people born on this date. There might be a musician or two. Remember, if I don't give you an age, that means they are no longer with us anymore. All right. Actor, filmmaker Henry Winkler, the Fonz, born in 45. He is 80. Actor Harry Hamlin, born in 51. He's 74. Actor Kevin Pollak, born in 57. He's 68. By the way, Kevin Pollak does a ton of impressions. If you ever want to trip out, I guess on YouTube, you could probably put Kevin Pollak impressions. And he does a ton of impressions, and he's really good at doing impressions. Like, we all know him as an actor, but he's like a really good impressionist, too, at the same time. Does a bunch of stars, man. It's funny. Let's see who else. Actress Nia Long, born in 70. She is 55. Ivanka Trump, born in 81. She is 44. Model Ashley Graham, born in 87. She is 38. The incredible thick wonder. USA International Gymnastics Hall of Famer Natasha Lunkin, born in 89. She is 36. Sean Stanley, do we have wrestlers born on this date?
Yes, sir, we do. Luther is 57. Kendall Sky is 44. Jody Threat turns 37. Giselle Shaw also turns 37. And Edge, Adam Copeland, turns 52 on October 30th, 2025.
He started off like a golf analyst, giving out those birthdays. And then he kind of picked it up at the beginning. I was going, huh?
I didn't want to disturb everybody here working.
I know, that's why I'm busting balls. All right, let's go with music history. What happened today in music? I know you're wondering. You're in shock right now. You're going, well, wait a minute. It's October 30th. What happened today in music history? Did anything big happen? Well, in 64, Roy Orbison's Oh Pretty Woman was certified gold after spending 15 weeks on the singles charts. In 70, Jim Morrison of The Doors was sentenced to 6 months in jail and fined $500 for exposing himself during a concert right here in Miami. That's right. He was showing his whacker in Miami. In 82, Australian band Men at Work went to number 1 on the U.S. singles charts with Who Can It Be Now? Let's see. Who else? In 98, all 4 original members of Black Sabbath reunited to perform Paranoid on Late Night with David Letterman. Prior to the date, Black Sabbath had not had an appearance on television since 1976. 22 years. In 99, Santana's Supernatural album went to number 1 in America, giving the group its first chart-topping album in 28 years. In 2000, U2 released their 10th studio album, All That You Can Leave Behind, and it features Beautiful Day, Stuck in a Moment, You Can't Get Out of, Elevation, and Walk On. Such a great album. Such a phenomenal album. Let's see who else. In 2009, Weezer released their 7th studio album, Ratitude. It features If You're Wondering If I Want To, and I'm Your Daddy. In 2020, Ariana Grande released her 6th studio album, Positions. It features the title track 34 plus 35 and POV. In 2021, Carole King, Tina Turner, Jay-Z, LL Cool J, Todd Rundgren, The Go-Go's, and Foo Fighters were all inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Let me see if there's any birthdays that weren't on the other list. Sometimes there's 1 or 2 that we find. This is not one of those days. And that's what happened today in music history. How about that? All right. Don't forget, smash the hell out of the like button, please. Okay. I wish, although it's been 6 years, so we kind of know who Tua is, but that this stretch, the narrative changes, and that Tua finally shows us he has franchise QB, slim hopes. Again, bro, I mean, it's a tired subject and all that. I think he's already proven that he's a franchise QB. The problem is that the Dolphins aren't a franchise. And Beskert, or whatever the hell your name is over there, your problem is you still don't look in the mirror and face it that your franchise, your favorite team and my favorite team is a fucking joke. And they don't make anybody better. So until you learn that, by the way, with Tannehill, that's all you need to know. He sucks, yet Vrabel could get him much farther. Why? Because he didn't put him in a position to be the guy. He made Derrick Henry the guy and everything around him. That's all right. And watch Marino. Did he win anything? Nah. He's a freak. He helped us win a bunch of games, but every big game he lost because he played for a team that wasn't a franchise. So when you actually come to the grips that the Dolphins aren't a franchise that any QB can lift, then you'll be better off and you'll understand football. Because on Sunday, that was actually football. And Tua looked like nothing. Why? Because he made it look that easy. See, you'll have riders in town and you'll have fans like you that will think that Ewers and everybody else will do exactly what Tua did just on Sunday. Throw on time, on target, and do everything like that. Everything. Fake everybody out with their eyes, all that kind of shit. And you're all idiots for thinking that. Because we had writers that actually thought, no, Teddy Bridgewater can do what Tua did. And so that's the kind of thinking that people like you, Beskert, and some of our writers have, that you really don't understand the damn game. So, you've seen Tua lead the league in completion percentage, yards, and touchdowns without real coaching around him. The day he actually has real coaching, well, that's how he won a national title. Because he went out there and the coach did his job, the players did their jobs. There's no such thing, Beskert Finn, as a quarterback that carried an entire team to a Super Bowl and their defense sucked or their offensive line sucked or their coach was crap or anything like that. So the faster you fucking morons start learning football and understanding that the quarterback can't do it by himself, that the other people must do their job, then maybe you'll sound intelligent when you say stupid shit like that. So I hope I'm clear. I hope I'm crystal clear in my explanation on where everything stands and where people like you stand or writers like you stand. Because fucking morons will say, oh, the team played so well. No, that's it. That just put Ewers or Zach Wilson and he'll play exactly like Tua on Sunday. Or that Teddy Bridgewater will play exactly like that this past Sunday. Right. Of course. Yeah. So, it's just sometimes, man, it really, frosts my ass, the level of stupidity that I see out there sometimes. People just don't get it. Thank you, Sean. I saw that. Pablo Torre quotes an NBA source. Terry's investigation was never closed, so he was not cleared of anything. It is true we did not find a violation of our rules, but we did not close our investigation. Makes it all the more outrageous the Heat wasn't told pre-trade. Yeah. It's funny. Listen, the Heat deserved to lose their first-round pick. They traded for Terry Rozier, period. That's all. You're stupid anyways. You traded for Terry Rozier. And if Terry Rozier was balling, nobody would say, oh, my God, no, we want to keep him. No, it's all right. You can keep the first round. We'll keep him. If he was tearing ass. It's all a bunch of crap. The Heat have done a ton of stupid things for 10 years. They deserve to lose their first-round pick. They'll get something now. They're going to get some kind of a salary break. Maybe they'll get maybe a couple of compensatory second-rounders or something, The league will do some kind of voodoo shit because that's what the league is. I used to bring on an analyst, and the last time I brought him on was an answer that he gave me. And I never called him again. I know he goes on QAM every once in a while. And I asked him, and I told him, I mean, this is a league that really, the regular season doesn't matter early on, and he lost it. And, because he's an NBA guy, hardcore NBA guy, and so tied to NBA channels and stuff. So he can't really say the truth. And so that's usually when I see people that really cannot be honest because they have some kind of a tie, I'm just like, I don't even bother to bring them on the show anymore. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, dude, I get it. You're sold out a little bit. You work for the league channel sometimes, whatever. So you don't want to be honest. You know what I mean? Because really, the early part of the NBA season's a freaking joke. Doesn't matter. Really doesn't matter. Basketball doesn't matter until we get to like February or something. So what are we talking about? Players coast, teams coast. It happens all the time in the first half of the season. And the guy didn't want to have any of that, And so, and by the way, this is right before Butler's stuff. So I haven't even had him on since then. I would love to have him on during that Butler stuff. But I mean, it's like, what do I need to like win the argument? Like, there is no argument, dude, but I get where you're at. You know what I mean? So yeah, sometimes I have no use for people like that because it's not how I carry myself. I'm going to be objective about sports, period. Give you the truth about whatever your team is, our team is, like that guy there. He's not willing to look at that, bro. The Dolphins are a joke. Our team's a joke. Our franchise is a joke. People leave here all the time to have more success somewhere else. And, you want to blame it all on Tua. Bullshit, dude. None of this is on Tua. Yeah, he hadn't played well for sure, but you're not going to play well when everything around you is garbage. And you can't do things right. Finally, on Sunday, the coach acted like a coach, brought down somebody to coach on the sidelines, and the players did their job, and the quarterback cruised. No problem. It's just a level of ridiculousness when it comes to the quarterback position and the understanding of it. And I'm telling you, many idiots will say, oh, no, just put Ewers there on Sunday, and he would have done the same thing Tua did. Because I heard the same crap with Teddy Bridgewater. Because we had morons that thought that Teddy Bridgewater was going to take his job. We had what was the other guy that was going to? Skylar Thompson. Hell, we had guys that probably thought Skylar Thompson could start. That's all you need to know. Jeff in Long Island, it pains me to say this, but we are turning into the Jets as an organization. Bro, we are the Jets. We are the Browns. We have been the Jets. We have been the Browns. We're not a franchise that is conducive to producing winning football for teams, for players. They don't come here to win. They're all coming here to get a paycheck or trying to rebuild. But none of them are coming here because, that's a winning organization. I'm going to win a title. I'm going to be in the mix. Nobody says that about Miami. Nobody. Because you're not that. You haven't been that for decades. For decades, you haven't been that. So, best U2 album. John, I don't think that can be ever answered. I think it's too subjective. For me, it's War. War and then Unforgettable Fire, like right behind it. Like right behind it. But if somebody tells me Joshua Tree, I can't argue. It's understandable if you say that. So if you think Achtung Baby is the best album, I get it. Totally get it. For me, one of the best albums that nobody ever talks about is the line. What is it? Line Above the Horizon, whatever. Right. That to me is like one of the best albums they've ever come up with. But whatever, it is what it is. So I think it's very subjective. But War is my number one album. And I love The Unforgettable Fire. I like War is like a hair above The Unforgettable Fire. Because God, that is amazing. So, I think it's an argument that none of us will ever win, because you can make cases for different albums for you too. So that's probably what I would say about that. What's your favorite? That's the way I would go. My favorite, War, with like Unforgettable right behind it. To me, the back-to-back of doing, well, the back-to-back with Joshua following it. Jesus. That's ridiculous. That's a ridiculous run. And I love October. That's a great album too, actually. The question is, if Uno is a franchise QB, it's if we are a legit franchise. Exactly, and we're not. We haven't proven that for a long, 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 long time. Here, Frank Z, here's what tells you we are not a legit franchise. Are you all ready for this? Are you all ready for this? What head coach did the Miami Dolphins hire? What head coach did they hire and then fire and went on to succeed? Head coach, morons. Don't change the subject. Interim coaches don't count. And Campbell would have never made it anyway, because he wasn't ready until he went to New Orleans to learn how to be a head coach for 5 years or 6, whatever it was, under Sean Payton. So please don't change the subject. What head coach did Miami hire after Don Shula that was fired by Miami and then went on to have success somewhere else? That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. What kind of franchise you are. You are exactly like Democrats and Republicans. You can't come up with a good candidate. Same thing. You have Republicans, Democrats, and the Dolphins. None of them can come up with a good candidate. So, there you go. Todd Bowles was hired as a head coach for the Dolphins. Since when? Nick Saban, where did he have success in the NFL? Again, I'm sorry, must have missed it. I must have missed it. Sean, can you look up Saban's NFL record after the Dolphins? Look it up there for me, bro. How many teams did he coach after the Dolphins?
It's coming up. None found.
Oh, none. Oh, okay. All right. So then that's not the topic. Okay. Ty, by the way, you're on a roll right now. I don't know. I don't believe we hired Todd Bowles, right? I think, was he like an interim also? Did we have the cigar store mannequin filling in? Right? Okay. So, anyway, they have never hired a head coach, and then the guy went on to have success. It's crazy. That's who the Dolphins are. No, Ty, I know you were wrong. You were wrong on both by miles. That's not even close. All right? No head coach ever hired by the Dolphins has succeeded. None. They die here. If you get hired to be a head coach for the Miami Dolphins, your career ends here. You will no longer be a head coach, and you will not succeed ever again in the NFL as a head coach. Your career is over. Done. History in the archives. Is that crazy? So, there you go. So, Jeff Ireland winning a ring. Rick Spielman had more success in Minnesota. What's that tell you about our franchise? That Jeff Ireland and Rick Spielman, not head coaches, not the subject we're talking about, but since NorCal brought it up, they went on to have more success. Hey, you know, Dennis Hickey's been with the Bills for a while, helping them out. So I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, you know, if you want to look in the mirror, you can look in the mirror. If you want to lie to yourself, you go ahead and lie to yourselves. That's all. But, you know, this whole weak thing about blaming it on Tua, that's ignorant shit, dude. That's ignorant stuff. That's all. You know, it's the problem are the people around Tua. It's not Tua. Now, the problem for Tua is he's burning his body out for these idiots. And he cannot take more hits and more concussions and all that. He's not durable enough for that. His career will end. So he is actually sacrificing what he has for no reason at all, because these people don't ever meet him halfway. Like what they did on Sunday, that was the first time in his 6 years that he's been here that they actually met him halfway. First time. First time that everyone did their job finally. But whatever. You know, it is what it is. And I don't know if it'll happen again tonight. I'm praying like you are. But, you know. But to think that he's the problem, shit, dude. With real coaching, other people would love to have him on their team. So, you know, but we don't have that here. We had it just on Sunday. That's it. Let's see. Vince, damn, I see why the Wolfpack is mad at you, Big O, spreading the gospel. I don't know who the Wolfpack is. What's the Wolfpack is mad at me? What else? People who only blame the QB don't know football. How many QBs we see go we're going to get before we realize QB ain't our only problem? Of course not. Look at the Browns and the Jets. Their QBs leave and have more success in other places. And that's just, you know, that's just kind of where we're at, unfortunately. Do I want it to be there? No, dude. I'm old enough that I remember the really good days. Okay, the dominant days, the greatness, the really good days, you know, the 70s and the 80s, and even early 90s. I'm old enough to at least have enjoyed the better stretches of football, real football, you know, but since the early 90s, the football has been so mediocre that it's terrible, you know. Let's see what else. So what is the problem, Big O? Is it the owner? Yeah, everything from top to bottom. It's been going on since Shula, dude. Shula was a failure in his last half. He failed Marino badly, dude. He couldn't build it. He was a terrible GM. It's been going on since Shula. From ownership down all the way through, those guys, unfortunately, Robbie and Shula couldn't get it right around Marino. And that's why Marino didn't win shit. And ever since then, whether it's Jimmy saying we're going to be special or Wannstedt never getting the offense going or whatever it is, Huizinga tried, but he couldn't get the right person. Ross tries. He can never get the right person. It's everything. Top to bottom, failure. And that's, you know, kind of sets it up. All right, give me 30 seconds, Sean. Give me a 30-second break. Back with more right here. And Ella Simpson from the Fort Lauderdale United.
After 40 years, the Big Cheese Miami is still producing great Italian food. They started in 1984. Since then, they've been winning awards while being voted the best inexpensive Italian restaurant in Miami. Visit them for great food, amazing service. Witness the decades of Cane's memories. The walls are like a Miami Hurricanes Hall of Fame. The Big Cheese delivers anything on its menu or party platter menu to your home, office, or even a park for a picnic. Located at 8080 Southwest 67th Avenue, Miami. Call 305-662-6855. TheBigCheeseMiami.com, where they serve large portions at family prices. The viewpoint statements or beliefs expressed on the following program by the host, guests, or callers are not necessarily the opinions of FantasyXS.com, Media Group Inc. ownership, management, sponsors, or website.
Hour number 2, and we are joined by Ella Simpson, number 18, defender for your Fort Lauderdale United. And on Saturday, we got a toy drive going on. We've also got Brooklyn FC in town. So Fort Lauderdale United looking to get another victory against Brooklyn and looking to have a successful toy drive. So make sure you bring your new unwrapped toy to Beyond Bankcard Field there on Saturday. We'll be broadcasting live out there from 4:30 to 6:30. We'll be recapping what's going on in the Canes football game and, of course, previewing what's going to happen with Fort Lauderdale and Brooklyn on Saturday. Ella, good afternoon. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm good. How are you? Thanks for having me.
I am great. So let me ask you, so you're an Orlando girl, talking to Orlando, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
So, are you a home state girl? What teams do you follow? Are you a Magic girl? Are you a Heat girl? Are you both? What types of sports do you like outside of football?
Yes, born and raised in Orlando, definitely a Florida girl. Being able to play pro in Florida has been awesome and just a dream come true to be close to my family and everything. Not really like not a huge basketball or football fan, but my dad's been a basketball coach for a while, so I would say we would support the Magic just being from Orlando. My whole family actually, except for me, went to college at Florida State, so we're huge Seminoles fans for kind of all the sports that they have in college. So,
okay, hockey? No,
I've never been, but I'd love to go to a game at some point.
Look, Ella, if you ever want to get hooked to hockey, you got to go live.
Okay.
And if you ever can get tickets in the lower bowl, just so you can feel the hitting and the play on the ice, because these dudes are huge and fast. And like you really appreciate their athleticism. Mm-hmm. Okay. Being an athlete yourself, you're going to appreciate their athleticism. If you do it the first time, sit in that lower bowl somewhere, wherever you want in the lower bowl, it doesn't really matter. You're going to, the closer you are, obviously the experience will get even more, but that is how, because hockey is the one sport that was built for live. All our other sports, we're probably better off watching it on television, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
Because even soccer, when I'm watching, unless I can, it's hard for me to even see the inbound line nearby. If you're on this side of the bleachers or if you're on that side of the bleachers, it's going to be hard at times. You know what I'm saying? That's in every soccer pitch that there is in the world. You know what I mean? Exactly. Basketball too, people all around sitting. football all over the place. It's hard. Really, it's all made for TV. But hockey, oh my God, it is the best live sport there is. It really is the best live sport. That I'm not telling you it's the best sport. That's objective to all of us. Of course, we know what the number one sport in the world is. You know what I'm saying? But as for live, hockey was the one that was built for that. Yeah, it really is an experience. And by the way, I was going to ask you anyways. So you go to Samford, everybody goes to FSU. Well, what's up with that? I mean, like, wow. Okay, you got to give me that story. That's fantastic. Everybody went to FSU, and you said, nah, I'm going to go here. So what was the story behind that?
Yeah, so I think just like playing a sport and getting recruited, it was a little bit different. I think my brothers always played sports in high school, but they knew they just wanted to go to FSU like my parents. I actually have like 11 or 12 people from my family that went to Florida State, so I am a bit of an outlier. But I had offers from UCF, and so that was like right in my backyard. And I always just kind of knew for college that I wanted to get out of Florida. I think knowing that I would probably end up living in Florida long term, whenever I was done playing and being close to family, I kind of just wanted to like experience something different. I was actually getting recruited by a lot of Power 5 schools my sophomore year of high school. Ended up getting injured and had a little bit of a setback, and then was recruited pretty heavily by Samford going into my junior year. And so I ended up going on a visit, and at first I was kind of like, what's Samford? Like, I've never heard of Samford before. Just a super small school in Birmingham, Alabama. And I was like, I don't know if I'd like living in Alabama. Like, what's the weather like here? So I was a little nervous, but I went on my visit, and I just felt really at peace with my decision there. I just felt like that's where the Lord was calling me to go. And I ended up realizing that they actually play a whole non-conference schedule of Power 5s, and that they were pretty good team. And had a pretty good squad. So I kind of knew that I wanted to go there. I fell in love with the campus and just that like small private school atmosphere. And I loved being an underdog. So I think that was like super fun to just be able to play these big name schools and get big results against them. So
I got to tell you, I've been in Birmingham. It's underrated. It's a pretty place. It's a really nice.
Yeah.
I thought the same thing when I had to go for an event there that was close by. It's a smaller town that's right next to it. I forgot the name of it, but it's really next to Birmingham. But you go through Birmingham, and I thought the same thing. Oh, dude, where's Birmingham, Alabama? And when I got there, I go, oh man, this is a nice little green.
Yes,
it was so green. So green, you know. And so I was like, you know, and I told my wife, I go, actually, Birmingham is pretty cool. It's pretty nice. I'm trying to remember. It's like a town. I think the letter is with an M that's close by. God, it's a small town that's close by. There's a big mall there. That's where the SEC media days were. That they did some stuff.
It's sounding like Hoover, but I don't know.
Hoover.
Yeah.
Hoover. Is Hoover the one close by?
Yeah. It's like 15
not an M. Hoover. It's Hoover. That's it. That's the one with the mall and the mall.
The huge sports complex.
Yes, the mall and the big hotel and all that. Yeah. I had a cigar bar about a mile down on the left side and everything that I could enjoy and all that. I told my wife, she's like, so how is that go? I've actually had a really good time here in Birmingham. So
it's a nice city.
Yeah, it's actually underrated. By the way, you could get your Fort Lauderdale United tickets. Go to Fort Lauderdale United. Go FTLUTD.com. You can also get your gear if you want to get some kits, hats, all kinds of stuff. Fort Lauderdale United FC Shop.com. You can call them 954-241-0618. And again, the game is on Saturday against Brooklyn. So what do you see, Ella? You know, you had good success against Brooklyn. And I know, you know, the last game you want to kind of get back on the winning track now and all that. What do you see overall from film, from what you've watched from the last couple of weeks, and then maybe things you wanted to correct against Brooklyn?
Yeah. I think just like everyone's really excited to play. Just first of all, like team dynamic right now, just having a game and then a bye week and then a game and then a bye week. It's been really hard to just stay consistent and be like in the same schedule week to week. And so the whole group's really excited to play. I think Brooklyn's a game that we won, but we felt like we could have performed a little bit better. We could have put some more goals in the back of the net. And so I think everyone's excited to just get back out there and be aggressive and just play on our home field. Wasn't a fan of their turf, all love, but it was a little bit rough playing on their turf, and it was a little bit of a smaller field. So I think it'll be really fun to see how we can just execute our width and our strengths and our attack and on our home field and have that advantage. Also just realizing that they play direct. I think our team likes to play technical soccer, but something we've been working on is just kind of like playing what the game gives you. And if the ball in behind is on, we have athletes up top that can run in behind and almost beating them at their own game. So I feel really prepared to play, and I'm really excited to just get back out there and play a real game.
And by the way, Ella uses the word aggressive. Well, she's a defender, but she's an offensive defender because she has 2 goals in the last 3 games. So you're defending, but you're also thinking offense too. So you like the best of both worlds. I like that. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Thank you.
Role here in the last couple of games.
Mm-hmm. Wait, what did you say? Sorry.
How's that feel right now that you're on a roll, that you're defending, but you're also playing an offensive game too, that you're providing goals to at the same time?
Yeah, it feels good. I think just like trying to get back on the score sheet. I think like set pieces has been huge for us. We worked on them for a while at practice today, actually. And so just realizing my strength in the air and that being one of the threats for our team, and a lot of other players in the team are really talented in that area as well. So just being able to execute this weekend will be huge. I think it's special to be able to provide for both sides, because I love the grit and the hard work it takes to be a defender and earn a shutout. And that's something that we collectively try to do as a group every game, but also just being able to advance in the attack for those set pieces and those moments where we can maybe get one in the back of the net. So yeah, I'm pretty excited.
Well, proving that you're an athlete, you surfed in Texas. Have you done any surfing here yet? What's that? Sebastian Inlet.
Okay, yeah, no, I've heard that's great. I haven't gone here yet. Not that I've ever gotten injured surfing, but would probably do that in the off season just to be safe.
Right. I forgot it.
Yeah, I'm not really sure if that's in my contract or not.
I was just about to say it might be in your contract that you can't do any of that crazy stuff.
I think I've surfed for so long and know how to do it. I think a lot of times that those things in the contract are to protect people that are just making dumb decisions. But yeah, I haven't surfed here in a while. Florida's hit or miss with the waves. I feel like in hurricane season you could get some good swells, but my favorite place to surf has actually been in Mission Beach, California. We would go out there for ECNL tournaments, and we'd stay there for a week, and we'd have 3 games. And so on our off days, I would go surf with my dad and brothers, and that'd be really fun.
It's bucket list for me because I watch it on television. I got to go to Nazareth and go. Yeah. You've seen that, right? Where you stand on those cliffs and those waves are 50, 60, 70 feet. And these men and women are just insane. And there's things that I could never even in my dreams do, but is on my bucket list to go watch a surfing competition at that place, because that'd
be so cool.
So cool. So cool. All right. So you're a big Office fan. So who's your favorite character in The Office?
I feel like there's different vibes. Feel good character, maybe Jim. I just feel like his character is pretty consistent, always small comments and funny. But I mean, I think Michael Scott, Steve Carell just does so well. He's too good. He's too good not to love and not to choose as the best, because he's the whole main part of the show. But
by the way,
probably my 2 favorites.
Have you seen him on the morning show with Jennifer Aniston and God, what's her name now? I'm forgetting her name. Legally Blonde. Oh God. Anyway, but have you seen that on Apple? He played it.
Yeah.
He played completely opposite of that. So, but it's really cool to see him in that kind of a role compared to what you're used to. Actually, Steve did an awesome job. All right, so you're a sushi person, which I love sushi. What's your favorite roll?
Um, Definitely something crunchy. Like I love like a shrimp tempura with like some sort of crunch or spice on it. I love like
Right?
or
Is
like
it
a dragon
dynamite or
roll.
something called or something like that, right? Dynamite or
Yeah.
something, right?
Yeah, something. I just love like like I didn't eat sushi for a while, and then in college I just had someone order for me, and that was like the trick. I was like, I didn't even think about what was inside. I didn't think about the raw fish or anything, and I love all the flavors. And I was like, wait, this is actually really good. So I feel like anything that has spice and crunch and some spicy mayo, like I feel like I'm good. But I like shrimp and I like the spicy tuna. Those are probably my favorite.
And it seems like you're also a live concert person because you've
Oh
been
my goodness.
although
Yes.
I was gonna tell you I saw your list is 18. You know, I'm a little older than you, of course, but
Okay, fair.
I've been probably to over 1,400.
No way.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Are you talking about like live music or like
I go to
concert?
a lot of concerts every year. A lot of
Wow.
concerts every Yeah,
Well,
I've been
since
doing
then,
it.
I think I've been to like 2 or 3. I found
Oh,
some here.
so
So,
tell me, give me what's your top 3 experiences so far in concerts.
oh my goodness. Okay, well, hands down, number 1, like unbeatable and probably will never be beatable is Coldplay. I saw Coldplay in Tampa and just like their production and the music and the lights and everything, and being Coldplay like listener from day one, and I don't know, it was absolutely incredible. Like just has the whole stadium in unison, like everyone's leaving the concert all singing the
Hit
same
after
songs. Like I
hit,
don't know.
hit after hit, hit after hit,
Yeah,
hit after hit.
yeah.
It's so awesome. Yeah.
It
It's
was
beautiful.
awesome. The Lumineers, I've seen them twice. I saw them in Jacksonville, and then I saw them here at the Hard Rock a couple weeks ago, and they were incredible. Just like really great performers. Obviously, like a band of five or six people, but like different instruments, violinists. Like was just really a great concert to go to. And probably Noah Kahan would be my third. I kind of love like the like acoustic
Say it
alternative
again.
vibe. His name's
Say it.
Noah Kahan.
Okay. No.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
a singer-songwriter. He's recently like grown in popularity, but I saw him twice too, and he's blown up. He's been pretty popular lately. So yeah, he was probably my third. But lots of great concerts.
Ellis Simpson joining us, defender for Fort Lauderdale United. So, what are the 3 bucket list concerts that you must go to?
Ooh. Okay. Good question. I would love to see. I also love country music, and someone that I love like all of his songs, but like haven't really looked into concerts is Cameron Marlowe. He has like a couple like songs that are pretty popular, but I've listened to a lot of his music, and I think seeing him in concert would be like really cool. So probably Cameron Marlowe. I don't know. The Killers. I would love to see the Killers in
I've seen
concert.
them twice. They're fun.
Really?
I've seen them twice. They're fun.
Oh yeah, that's just like classic. I feel like they would be really good.
You'll enjoy that concert. I saw them. Hell, I think I saw them with Green Day. Like it was monstrous.
Really?
Yeah, it was like it was a festival. So yeah, it was cool. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, and then I saw them the other night where they were the headliner and they were opening up for somebody else. I forgot what band was opening up, but the Killers are fantastic. You will enjoy them live. They're really good.
Okay, well I'll have to go see them. I don't know. I've wanted to see Coldplay, but like in Europe. I think that when they do their world tour, that would be like somewhere cool in Europe and Spain or something.
I'm a huge fan of Phoenix.
Okay.
And I want to see them in France.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
And my favorite band is U2 since
I love U2. Yeah.
The early 80s. I've seen them like
Yeah.
I don't know, over 50 times or something.
Wow.
But on their next tour, I'm going to Ireland. So I will see them. I will see them in Dublin for their next tour because that's my favorite band, and I don't think they have many tours left. So the next one, I am definitely going to Dublin to see them on that tour. So yeah, I get your vibe on that.
Yeah, I love the vibe. Wait, have you been to the LA Music Sphere or like the?
Oh yeah, Sphere. Yeah, I went opening night for U2.
That's what I was thinking. That made me think of that.
I believe it was September 28 or 29 was opening night. I went through opening night, and then I went back on December 10 and 11 to see U2 2 more times. And now I am going in May on the 26th or 2021, May 21. I'm going to go see No Doubt at the Sphere. I never saw No Doubt in their heyday.
Yeah.
And I know Gwen doesn't need them, but glad that she's touring with them this time, and they're doing a stay at the Sphere, and I'm going next year to go see them, and I cannot wait because I
was
love
the Sphere like? What was the Sphere like?
It is the greatest experience for a concert because they perfected the sound of a concert. It is crystal clear, and then you can sit in the 100 section is expensive. It has some places where you're not going to be able to see as well. 200, 300, 400, you can pay for those. Those are awesome seats, but they're really expensive. I'd rather be on the floor. Okay. I paid for the opening night. I was in the 200 section. And then the other two concerts for U2, I was on the floor. And the floor is the best experience. If you go to the floor and you stand on the back end of the floor, which really, if you stand in the middle at the back end of the floor, you're literally 30 feet, 25 feet from the stage. So you have the feel from the stage. But then if you're back up enough, you get the whole screen. So you get to see all the imaging, and then the sound is just absolutely perfect. So that's where I'm going to be, in the middle in the back of the Sphere, watching Gwen Stefani and No Doubt on May 21. So
that's incredible.
I already got my tickets for the floor, and I know my spot on the floor that I got to go to. As long as you don't mind standing, which we don't mind standing, that's the best experience, is the floor. So that's my tip to you. Go to the floor.
Okay. Will do.
All right. Ella, how can folks follow you?
You can follow me on Instagram. Instagram is Ella Simpson 3. And I think my other handles are the same, TikTok and Twitter. But yeah, I try to stay pretty active on the Instagram stories, so that'll be a great way to keep up. They actually just posted a Delta interview with me with the team. It was like a little get to know me. So if you want to get to know more about me, just check that out on FTL's Instagram.
And make sure. So follow Fort Lauderdale United. Follow Ella also there. And of course, thank our friends at All Year Cooling for making it all happen. They are the best. They've been in business since 1973. They are Florida's #1 AC and plumbing service. Tell them that Big O sent you. They will take care of you. 888-204-5554. Go to allyearcooling.com. Ella, thank you. Good luck on Saturday. We'll be there cheering you on.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me.
My pleasure. Thank you, Ella. There you go. Good stuff. Ella Simpson, number 18 defender for your Fort Lauderdale United. And they take on Brooklyn FC on Saturday. So come on out, join us. We'll be on at 4:30. We'll be on broadcasting live from the stadium. We'll have a pregame show, 4:30 to 6:30. We'll be going over everything. We'll have Manny Navarro on after the Canes win. So we'll go over the Canes win. We'll preview the Fort Lauderdale United game. I'm sure we'll have a guest or two. We'll have some fun. Bring a new unwrapped toy if you're going out to the game. It's a beautiful thing. All right. Lenny Pena, good interview. Thank you, sir. Thank you. True Fin fan cheering on. I like it. There we go. I like it. All right, folks, we are out of here. I'm on 2 more times today. Sean and I have got a long day today. We'll be back for the pregame show. We'll get you ready. I think it's 5:45 to 6:45, if I'm right. It's an 8:15 or 7:15? 8:15 game, right? 8:15 game. So it's 6:45 to 7:45. That's what it is. That we'll be on, and then we'll get you ready, and then we'll be on for the post-game show, and Chris Perkins and David Furones will join us from the locker rooms. Appreciate all of you out there. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you later on this afternoon. Same time, same place, same bat channel.
This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.